We have breaking news out of the Welsh FA as they announce a restriction upon champions Bala Town in domestic cup competitions. Now the ruling states that only players who have come through a Welsh academy and Ap Gareth will be available for selection in domestic cup competitions. Now manager Aussie Bala is believed to be supportive of the idea and still confident that the team will be successful. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Bala and welcome to Season 10, Episode 1 of The Impossible Dream, and today we will be playing Trencin of Slovakia, I'm sure I've mispronounced that, in the Champions League second qualifying round. Let me know what you think of the new rules. So domestic cups, the Welsh League Cup and the Welsh Cup, we will only be able to play players that have come through a Welsh academy and Ap Gareth since he came through at Wrexham. So yeah, I think that might just keep a little bit of interest in the cups for us as well. And yeah, give some of the other players a chance, the Welsh players that we're trying to, as part of the new, Welsh, improve the Welsh League system, give them, some of the young Welsh players a chance to play for us as well. So let me know what you think of that. I think it will be interesting. And we still will have a very strong team to put out as well. But being the first episode of a new season, we'll go and have a quick look at where we stand as a club here before we get started. We are a 2.5-star reputation club now. I am still the manager. Ewan Dixon is still our club captain. Very, very good leader he is as well. And has signed a new contract over the summer as well. If you follow the Discord channel, link to that in the description. You will have seen that the other day. Now, Curtis Owen, vice captain, one of the youngsters that came through the academy. He tends to play a lot in the league, which is why he's vice captain. He tends to play the games that Dixon doesn't, although that was before we strengthened the squad. Maybe they'll be playing the same games now. Our key player is still Tommy Williamson, also signed a new contract. No release fee on him now, and Birmingham want him, and they will not be getting him. I can guarantee you that. And Yamaguchi, one of the new signings, he is our hot prospect, and a hot prospect he certainly is, isn't he? Look at that, 17 passing first. Oh, I love this guy so much. All right, there we go. So that is that. Let's have a quick look at the general info. We'll see that there is a third legend, and that is now Ryan Sears, who has left the club, but he is a legend of it. So hopefully we will be able to get him back as a coach when he decides to hang up his boots. But Ryan Sears is a legend of the club. Allmark has moved into iconic status. I'm surprised he's not a legend yet. And we can see the favoured personnel: Burke, Rhys Williams, Bussenbrew and Gosset. Only Burke is still an active player amongst those guys. Oh, Rhys Williams is still a player, but he's where is he at now? He's at Dundee. So he's no longer with us. But yeah, so there we go. Big development there is Ryan Sears is a legend of Bala Town. Quick look at the facilities. We've seen this before. We've got great training facilities, state-of-the-art, the Ap Gareth Centre, of course, for data analysis. We've got excellent youth facilities, exceptional academy coaching and recruitment. You wouldn't know it looking at our youth intakes, but we do have that. And of course, we are upgrading the coaching facilities again, which should mean we go state-of-the-art for youth and excellent for seniors, and then we'll again upgrade the senior facilities. Affiliate clubs, we're still struggling. We've just got the two that we've always had, and we need to get ourselves someone that isn't semi-pro and or amateur, because that's just not going to help our youngsters develop. We have a quick look at history. We go to the overview. We can see we have we've definitely expanded the trophy cabinet, haven't we? Which is excellent. If we go and have a quick look at the records and see what we've done and what we haven't done, most points in a season, 94. We have to basically win every game to break that. Records that I do still have my eye on here. I would like to get the most goals scored in a season. We did that 2 seasons ago with 108. If we can improve that mark, that would be a nice thing. Transfer fees, we want to get Norrington Davies out. To be honest, but we can see that there 11-0. We did that last season. Poor old Caffin Albion. Biggest defeat. We don't want to see that again. 6-0 against Liverpool. Damien Allmark is of course the leading scorer in the club's history with 125 league goals. He got 48 last year, so close to that 50, and 37 league goals. Now a reminder that the Welsh League record, and we're going to have a look at that in just a second, but that is 47. So he missed a little bit of time last season with injury. We really, really do want him to try and get that record. Now, most league appearances by a player. Ashley Morris still holds it. Now, if we go, this season's not going to help us. Can we see how many Allmark has? He's only ever played for us, hasn't he? So he has 156 league appearances. So he's closing in on that as well. And I think he must be the most capped player for us in a league situation. Now, if we're just going to have a quick look here at the records in the Welsh League, we can't get most points, which is frustrating. We're closing in on the New Saints, 13 titles. I think we have 9, don't we? So we should get that, hopefully, in the next few seasons. If we go down here, most goals in a season, 134, 135 goals. That would be quite an achievement, wouldn't it, in 32 games? But we'll see what we can do. This is the record I want. 47 goals, Mark Lloyd-Williams. We want to try and get, well, I'll take anybody, but ideally Allmark to get that record. And we can see all the other records there. We do have the record for most clean sheets with Louis Gray. I thought he retired. Well, he has retired. It's just that we can still click on him. So there we go. That is sort of the records that we'd be looking to get. There. Quick reminder of the transfer window. Of course, last episode was a transfer special, and the window is still open. But we signed a number of players looking to strengthen for the future. A lot of potential players there, and we got rid of a few there. You can see Rima Miles, Swifty, the two main ones, and Ghoul's gone back out on loan. So that is that. Dynamics with so many new signings. Team cohesion is still not bad, to be honest, considering how many players we signed. We will try and ease the new guys in as much as possible. If we look at the hierarchy, please game, there we go. We can see it's Dixon, Allmark and Gosney that are the team leaders. They've all, of course, been around for a long time now. We can see the rest of the pyramid there, and of course the new guys are sort of littered in amongst the other players, and hopefully they will sort of kick up and we'll get a little bit more influential players and not quite so many other players in the next few weeks and months here. Social groups, you'd expect it to be a little bit fractured with the amount of new signings that we've had. Hopefully it'll start and come together as we sort of. I think now what we have is a squad of young players with potential that we'll be able to keep together for a little bit longer now and develop them as a squad rather than having to keep signing new players. But that's where we stand as a club. Let's go and have a look at what we're doing here against our Slovakian friends. That would be Trencin, wouldn't it? Something along those lines. Anyway, we are the favourites for this one, which is good. We don't know too much about them. I don't have the Slovakian league loaded up, so our information on them is limited. This is how they did last time out at home. They sort of played a 4-2-3-1, a narrow 4-2-3-1. So we could expect something similar perhaps away from home. They sort of went the 4-3-3. So we'll find out what we're about to face here in a second. This is the team that we're sending out. And we have a good team right now. I'm really, really happy with it. Now, what you will notice is that we haven't been able to register all the new players as of yet. So there's some players that won't play in this one. Just basically because we haven't been able to register everybody. So it's going to be Tanis Kovic that goes in goal. He is the undisputed number one now without... We're not undisputed actually because we've got Dimitri Hughes in, who's not a bad backup option either. So there will be competition there. Norrington Davies has to stay in for this one because we haven't been able to register our new guy yet. Lolo makes his debut here. We've got all Spanish in the centre of our defence. He is of course the new Kieran Topley. He's going to partner Juan Mi, who we signed from Barcelona last episode, and Ignacevic. He is the right back for this one. It's York and Murphy in midfield as it was last season and many seasons before that. They are both very, very good players for us. On the right side, it's going to be Averman. Of course, he came in January last year and has generally looked quite good. The star man, Tommy Williamson, he's going to be the shadow striker for this one. And it's going to be Sean Davies over on the left. Now, that is because, of course, of an update, is Vukovic got himself injured. So he is out for the first month or so of the season, which is a little bit of a disappointment. It's going to be the Big Mac, Heinz Mackmeyer that goes up top. Didn't have the best time against Cork City. Let's hope he improves things for this one. So there we go. We can see the way they're lining up a little bit more defensive than they did against the Estonians, but you would expect that. So let's get out there. You can see we've got the two debutants in the centre of our defence, which isn't ideal. And I know there was talk in the comments about the signings that we've made, making it seem like three at the back is probably the way to go. And I do think it is in Europe this year, possibly how we will play. The reasons that we've not done it here is partly because I do want to try and ease players in, and also, well, that is the reason. I don't want to change, have new players coming in and a new formation. At least we know this formation works against this level of opposition as well. And then we'll sort of change things around as we go here. Now we've got a free kick to defend early on here, and that's not what we wanted. We're 1-0 down after 5 minutes, and maybe Cork City wasn't a complete out of the blue moment for us. Oh, it's poor defending, isn't it, from a set piece? Who's missed the header there? Juan Mi. Unbelievable. They're onside. They didn't look offside, and we find ourselves 1-0 down. I know it's a young team, but I do expect a little bit more than this from us. We are struggling on the road this season. Here we go. We've got a throw in. Norrington Davies in for Sean Davies. Williamson crosses it in. McMyer just past the post. Come on, boys. Come on. At least it's away from home, so it's not an away goal that we've conceded. Here we go. Tanaskovic plays it out to Wan Mi. What can he do? What can he do? I was tempted to start with O'Halloran and or Gosney in this one, but I figured away from home, it's not as important to keep a clean sheet, so it's a good opportunity. Averman's done really well here. Jan Averman puts it past the post. Yeah, I thought it maybe isn't as important to keep a clean sheet, so that's why I've gone with the two debutants in there, but yeah, I mean, Wanmi hasn't covered himself in glory early on there, has he? There's a decent pass out there for Norrington Davies. Can we find someone in the middle? Look at how many red shirts are forward. It's ball towards the back post, headed away. Williamson does really well to win that back for us. Murphy, look and see that they've just got men behind the ball, don't they? Here we go. Tommy Williamson comes forward. Tommy Williamson. Not a mile away. Not a mile away. We're dominating the game now, aren't we? Maybe it was just a little bit of an aberration early on here. Jan Averman inside there for Murphy. What can he do? Murphy spreads it for Sean Davies. Heads it towards... Oh! Sean Davies! The goalkeeper's had an absolute nightmare. We've got the away goal, which is really, really important. But Sean Davies, he just continues to deliver some very, very important goals whenever we play him on that left-hand side. I don't think he has much of a future at the club because we do have that kid from Barcelona coming in January. But I tell you what, he's making it very, very difficult to move him on, isn't he? Sean Davies ties it up. We come straight back. And let's hope that we're about to do a double shot here and not find ourselves back behind. There's a loose ball. Norrington Davies is there. He picks it up. One of his last games for the club, certainly in Europe anyway. Here we go with Sean Davies. Back there for Sam York. In for Murphy. Murphy, he's looking for Averman. Averman gets in behind. Yeah, Averman, it's there. It's Big Mac. Hands McMyer, taps it away. His first of the season. We've turned it around in a matter of seconds. It's 2-1 Bala Town and the normal service resumes, thankfully. We'll tell them to demand a little bit more, but we did really well there. Averman, really, really good run, wasn't it? In behind the defence. Goalkeeper slapped at it and McMyer was there to tap it away. Excellent, excellent stuff. Just like that, we're back in front. Excellent. All right, let's go and get on with things now. Let's see if we can run up a little bit of a score, which would mean that we could experiment a little bit more in the second leg. Something like playing three at the back and sticking Goddard in there so we can have all three of our new centre-backs playing. Here we go with Averman. Cross for Murphy. There's a good ball for Ignatievic getting forward. He crosses in. Big Mac's there and Big Mac has a second. Oh, we're ripping them to shreds now. Hans McMyer makes it 3-1. And, well, I'll tell you what, the Cork City game was a lot more tense than this. We're putting on a real display here. I tell you what, Cork City can consider themselves very, very unlucky. They gave us a tougher game than Ajax did last year. I mean, yes, they're mid-season and we're sort of pre-season, but they were a very, very tough team for us to beat. But this is sort of more like what I would expect in the first qualifying round, and Wan Mi almost has himself a debut goal there. Got another highlight. Can we do a little bit better this time at defending than we did for their goal? Can we put a foot in there? No, not quite. Nagy goes across. It's headed back. Norrington Davies out for Tommy Williamson. Williamson looks early. Big Mac on a hat-trick. What can he do? Hands McMyer. McMyer! Oh, that is stunning. Composure in front of goal from Heinz McMyer. And he has got himself a hat-trick in, 10 minutes there. Absolutely stunning stuff. The composure in front of goal from this kid is absolutely insane. Oh, I don't want to say, I mean, this isn't a Champions League winning team, but it's good, isn't it? We've come so far from when we were begging Henry Jones to stay with us for £750 a week. Now we're loaning players in for, $6-7 grand a week. That was our budget for the entire first season. Oh, we've really, really come a long way. But there we go. That's a good recovery, let's say, from the early goal that we conceded. Williamson's looking a bit stressed. Don't look stressed, friend. You're fine. You are fine. Norrington Davies. Don't know why I called him friend then. That was a little weird, wasn't it? And here we go again. There we go. Let's get back out there. Do we have anybody on the bench we want to bring on? Not necessarily. McVeigh's someone that I am looking to move on. I want to try and get a couple of mil for him if we can, but I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. He's in the last year of his contract. So with Yamaguchi coming in, McVeigh sort of he's not going to play. So we'll try and cash it on him if we can. Adam Maurice is the other one I think that we're going to try and move on. There's a horrible defensive header. Jan Averman gets his first of the season. It's 5-1 now in the 70th minute. And, well, that is that, isn't it? We can experiment now in the second leg. We might even give someone like Damien Allmark a game up front. See how he can get on in Europe. Of course, it's a home game, so he still won't be getting on the plane, will he? But he can get on the coach, which is something nice for him. Do we want to make any changes? We might as well make some changes. We need some match fitness in here. So let's get Brewerton on for Sam York. Let's get Rene Felge on for Big Mac. And let's get... Do we get Paul McVeigh on for maybe a farewell appearance? Let's do that as well. I don't know if I can sell him. There's been a little bit of interest in him though, so we shouldn't have a problem. It's just if we can get the fee we want, but I might have to lower my expectations of what we can get for him. But there we go, 5-1 on the road. It's been a really, really good performance from us after an early mistake. But we've come back well. Big Mac with the hat-trick, and that is just well done, boys. Just well done. So 5-star Bala Town triumph. Lolo presses on the debut, as does Juan Mi, apart from his early mistake there. Classy Mac Meyer does the job again. Well done to you, sir. And that is that, guys. Wait right there. We'll play through to the second leg. The window's still open, so there will almost certainly be some sort of transfer activity. Okay, welcome back. We are ready for the second leg. We didn't have anything major happen in terms of the transfer window. What we have had is we've had a bid come in for... We have got multiple bids come in for Paul McVeigh. Not as much as I would have liked. We're looking at just under $1,875,000 for the most part. I've offered him out again, trying to sort of boost that up if we can get somebody that comes in a little bit higher, but it's not looking as though it's going to happen. So it's not the exact fee I would have wanted for him, but like I say, his contract's up at the end of the year, and it is what it is. So that's Paul McVeigh, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We haven't really had anything else happening to get players out, but we'll obviously, there's still time. It's only July 26th, so I'm sure that will happen. Second leg here, we're looking very comfortable. We are the favourites. We've got in a nice position. Again, we don't know too much about them. This is how they played against us last time. We can see there their positional heat map, passing network, and key passes as well. This is the team that we're sending out for the second leg. It's essentially in the bag, so we are going to try what I think will be our formation for Europe. The one change that will happen when we get to the group stages is that we won't be playing a number 10. Brewerton will drop back in, and we'll have most likely Sam York and Murphy going in midfield, although maybe Yamaguchi might come in. But we'll worry about that when we get there. This is the team we're sending out. Tanaskovic in goal. It's a first look at our three new centre-backs playing together. So it's Lolo, it's Goddard, and it's Juan Mi. I think this could work. We've got a really good header of the ball there in Lolo. Goddard is sort of a little bit more pacey, playing on the cover. And then Juan Mi, it should, in theory, just be a good all-round, solid in the air, not too slow either, centre-back. So I'm hoping these three will make quite the partnership for us. Ignatievic goes down the right. Burke comes in for this one to play down the left. Good opportunity to give him one last maybe run out in Europe. His contract comes to runs out, I should say, at the end of this season. So I haven't decided yet. I don't know if I can bring myself to let Ryan Burke, though he's been such a good player. He's wanted on loan. So yeah, maybe we will look to keep you. Anyway, Brewerton and Murphy go in midfield. It's Dixon coming in for this one with Big Mac, Mac Meyer, and Damien Allmark going up top. So they've changed their formation again. This is how they played, wasn't it, against the Estonians. So that is what it is. Go at their clear minds. Boys, don't let complacency come into the equation here. Solid defensively. Brutal going forward. Let's run up a score. Now, while we're waiting for the game to get underway, I meant to do this at the start of the first leg. We do have an update for you for the goal of the season voting for last season. It is Paul McVeigh. Speaking of Paul McVeigh, his wonderful chip against the New Saints. That has 50% of the vote and is the goal of the season for last season, as voted by you guys. So well done, McVeigh. At least if he is going to leave, which it looks like he is, he does it. We certainly have something fondly to remember him by. Not too much happening here. With the new formation, of course, there's always a risk that this could happen, which is why I didn't want to do it in the first leg. They're trying to play at a higher tempo. Good on them. Come on, boys. Come on. Yeah. So the first leg was good, wasn't it? Lots of goals in that one. There we go. There we go. We might have to have a quick look at exactly what we're doing with ourselves here. Because that wasn't particularly good. Alright, so let's maybe not exploit the flanks. Let's not hit early crosses. We'll go and counter-press them. And that all looks fine. Yeah, we'll see how if we get any better performance out of us for the second leg. Let's try demanding a little bit more. You can see we're dominating the game. They haven't looked like they're getting in the game. Here we go, Lolo knocking the corner in. We might want him in the middle. Give it. Oh, Brewerton! What a strike from Brett Brewerton. His first goal as a full-time Bala player, and that was a little bit special. Yeah, I mean, Lolo being our best header, maybe McMire might have something to say about that. We probably want him in the middle rather than taking the corners, but if Brett Brewerton's going to do that, then it doesn't matter who's in the middle. Very, very nicely done. Alright, do we want to change anything here? I do have one of the youngsters on the bench, Johnny Love. I was tempted to give him a game. He's not a particularly good prospect, but, you know, with a name like Johnny Love, you've got to give him a chance, don't you? Ignatovic with a little bit of space. Cross comes in. Allmark brings it down. Back for Burke. For Brewerton. Shoot, mate. Shoot. He spreads it out there for Ignatovic. Can he pick out someone in the middle? He does. It's McMire. Oh, and the Big Mac gets himself a second goal of, well, a fourth goal of the episode. A second goal of the game for Bala Town. We'll give him some praise, and we certainly woke up second half, haven't we? Nice ball out here. Brewerton looks good in there, doesn't he? Really, really good pass to find Ignatovic. He did what he had to do, and McMire just got in there, didn't he, ahead of the defender. Places it in the far corner, and there we go. Well, it's good to see, I've got to say, good to see McMire looking good for this one, because he really looked like he was struggling against Cork City. They're trying to retain possession. They've got to get possession first. Ignatovic, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. Ignatovic accelerates. The defender lunges in. That is a penalty, and who's going to take it? It is number, is that 34? It's Ryan Burke. Go on, Burkey boy. We haven't seen him take a penalty for ages, but he stuck it away like he always used to do. Remember when he was our Golden Boot winner one year, wasn't he? Mostly off of penalties. It was him and Sears, wasn't it? One season just went on a tear where we were playing wingbacks, and they were just scoring for fun. A little bit like it was CCMS, wasn't it? If you're watching the what's it called? Dean Smith series. Lolo. Oh, caught in possession there. Me wins it back though. Brewerton spreads it back out there to Ignatovic. Can he get across in? We'd like to get Allmark on the score sheet, wouldn't we? If we could at all manage that, please. Blocked away. And Burke, a little bit of work to do to get back there, but he is going to pick it up. And I tell you what, we've looked much, much better second half in this formation, haven't we? Stopped exploiting the flanks, and it seems to have worked out another penalty. It is another penalty. Burke's got a chance for a second goal here in about 2 minutes. Go on, Berkey boy. Can he stick away another penalty? Oh, of course he can. Goalkeeper went the wrong way. He tricked him. He just placed it in the other corner. And it is just like that, 4-0. Burke has 2. On a hat-trick now, of course, as well as old Ryan Burke. And this is looking good, isn't it? All right, let's make some changes now. Let's get Johnny Love on. Let's get him on for Dixon, actually, who hasn't had a great time of things. Johnny Love, we can see him there. He's not the worst. His vision's going to let him down as a sort of an attacking, creative player. Allmark's looking a little bit tired, but we'll give him the game. Maybe, do we take... No, Burke's on a hat-trick, so we'll leave him on. We'll rest Norrington Davies for this one. I can't really sell Norrington Davies yet because he is, right now, still our best left-back that's registered in the Champions League squad, although Burke's perhaps having something to say about that in this one. Allmark, cracking ball, that is for Ignatovic. Can he get his first goal? It's another penalty, is it? No, it's not. Can we put a bit of pressure on them here? We should win that back. Yes, we do. Burke's there. He's got a lot of chasing to do, doesn't he? But there we go. What can he do this? Lolo in there for Brewerton. Brewerton for Murphy. Murphy out there to Burke. Burke gets it in there for Dixon. Dixon. Oh, Dixon tries to bend one off the post. Let me know what you think about this as a formation. My initial concern here that I have watching us is... I think our wingback's going to be good enough against the best teams to get forward and get goals. That would be my concern. But otherwise, we've looked quite good. Ignatovic is there. Ignatovic, oh, I thought right on cue was about to put one in the top corner and make me eat my words about whether they could get goals for us. But as long as they're good crossers of the ball, they should get chances in there. And that's a really good performance Oh, they got a player sent off, did they? I completely missed that. There we go. So that was for the first penalty, they got someone sent off. All right, I completely missed that. But there we go. Well done, boys. That's a good win, and on we go. So Bala Town win the second qualifying round. It was a really good performance, that one. And it is Midtjylland in the third qualifier. I tell you what, we've had some tough draws. They are a decent team, I think, aren't they? A 3-star reputation club, Danish champions. I think they had Stout Bucharest. Oh, they got Mobile still. Well, there you go. Awan Mobile. Just bear with me here while I indulge myself. He's been at that club for a long time now. Not the most free-scoring players. He's a talented little kid, though, that one. One of the great hopes of Australian football, I would say. Anyway, led by Superb Burke. He was his usual deadly self from the penalty spot, wasn't he? We've got a rearranged match there. More offers coming for McVeigh. I tell you what, we're going to be rejecting all of those, aren't we? I'll see if I can negotiate those off of camera. But guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We'll be back next time for the Midtjylland game. You can see we've got Clendundo in the Welsh League Cup second round. Of course, let me know what you think of the new rule as well, only being able to play players that have come through a Welsh club's academy and Ap Gareth in the cup games. I think it'll just help make things a little bit more exciting. Of course, the Iron Brew is not a Welsh Cup. That's a European competition as far as I'm concerned, and I want to try and win that because we really struggle in that one. But yeah, I think that'll give as I said, I think it'll give youngsters a chance to come through. I'm excited to see, to do that, imply that rule upon myself. But there we go. That is it for today. We'll be back next time for Midtjylland in the Champions League third qualifying round. That's going to be a tougher one again, but hopefully we'll be able to get the job done. Till then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.